Okay, so I'm making a follow-up video to my theme park worldwide announcement video now. So basically, he's just done a whole rebrand, and while it could be going well at some points, I believe that this, for the long-term future, might just ruin his complete reputation. Hi there, and welcome to LEGO Sonic Adventures. Now let's dive in.
What the fuck is this?
So, if you've been living under a rock for the past 9 or so months, you'll know that I made a video back in December covering the Theme Park Worldwide Child announcement. And while yes, there's a lot of substance, the reason why I haven't made a video is because it's not my business, and I focus on my own stuff, kind of. But yeah, they made an announcement a few months ago on that. So basically, since then, they've announced that it's going to be a boy, making my predictions of it being a girl completely out the window, and making half of my video completely irrelevant. And so basically after that, not much news happened. I see things here and there. Well, I somehow leaked 2 things from there, so that they will be doing pregnancy photos soon. Sorry. So, yeah, they've just rebranded recently. And while the rebrand could be good for me, like newer thing, because it attracts more views in. I mean, we all expected a rebrand, but for me, I just expected the new logo, the old logo, I mean, just to be slapped on with the child, like, and the child just be put on the logo. But that's just hadn't happened. They put this a logo of a plane circling around the globe. And personally, it doesn't look theme parky, which, unlike the last logo, this makes me believe that Theme Park Worldwide might have its whole content be shifting. And I know they said that, oh yes, we're still going to continue our normal stuff with just the baby along. Yeah, sure, that could be true for the first few years, but that doesn't mean it's going to be sticking that way. Because as the child's going to get older, it's going to start looking at, I don't know, other stuff. It's going to look at like YouTube and stuff like that, because I am scared to the core that they're gonna like make it watch like content farm brain rot stuff like that, and it's gonna have its mind fractured, because I do not want that. Yeah, like I do not want the kid to watch stuff like the Tintin Sahara, whatever the hell that is. And it's not even my kid. And I'm just even being more scared because I've watched these guys since 2021. And like, they've already fallen off once. And yes, it did get them a lot of subscribers, but that was the reason I liked them before then, which, I know, I watched their older videos when I found out about them. Yeah, they fell off, and they're gonna fall off even more harder if they, with this, I believe. Sure, it may get them a lot of subscribers, but in terms of actual, like, reputation, they'll fall off again. They've already fallen off once. Falling off again ain't gonna help them. So yeah, that's kind of like my opinions. In terms of what they could become, I believe, like, in the next few years or so, and maybe when this video is like older and stuff like that, you guys can come back and like roast the bejesus out of me. But basically, I think they're gonna end up being like the royalty family. And if you don't know who they are a bunch of absolute heads that are, sorry, I just covered myself from swearing, because they are awful people. Those guys, they literally, the controversies behind them are infinite. And I'm gonna let this YouTuber called SunnyV2, which please don't follow him because I'm using footage from his channel. He perfectly describes what these TEDs are. So I'm gonna play a clip from them now. Enjoy.
Consisting of Mother Andrea, Father Ali, and their son Farhan, employ much of the same tactics as the Prince family, although with the added bonus of extremely fake videos, often made with the purpose of justifying poor choices. For example, in mid-2019, they'd upload a video titled, "Why is this happening to our family? The truth?" in which they'd fake a scenario where fans were showing up at their house.
Hey bro, why are you taking pictures of my house?
I'm a fan.
Hey bro, why are you taking pictures of my house?
I love the show, bro.
You think that's cool, bro?
So they could then announce in the very next video that they were buying a mansion. Once in their mansion, they'd stage another video where a homeless person had broken into their back house, leading Ali to become the hero by giving the homeless guy money.
I don't want him to stay on the streets. Can't be selfish. I'm gonna give you some cash, but I'm gonna need you to leave, alright?
Only 4 months later, their back house was actually broken into by a real intruder, leading them to show their true colors by giving a totally different response.
Are you serious, bro? Going to people's homes and sleeping in the back? Hey, serious, call the cops.
With these videos also hinting at their next major problem, extreme materialism. Their channel achieved most of its growth through videos spoiling their son beyond belief. For example, 8-year-old takes parents' credit card no budget at mall, throwing a dart on a map and buying whatever it lands on, and if you guess the price I'll buy it for you challenge, in which they spend up to $1,000 on brand name clothing for their child, just so they can make a viral video. Although their fake videos and materialism are pretty minor when compared to their sketchy family history. In March 2021, the royalty family uploaded a video titled, "I'm not Farhan's father, truth revealed," in which the dad Ali explained that he was actually Farhan's stepdad.
I'm not his biological dad, but I consider myself as his dad. I love him to death. He's like my son. I treat him like my son.
At around the same point in time, Farhan's biological father came forward to state that he'd been locked out of his son's life for over 4 years, which was followed by him appearing on the Dad Challenge podcast, where he'd completely exposed the family. He'd state that the mother Andrea was a former adult film star who fled to the USA after getting into trouble with a group of drug dealers in South America. After she and the biological dad moved to the USA, she cancelled the biological dad's visa, forcing him to return to South America, then began cheating on the biological dad with Ali after the two met in a gym. The son Farhan has no idea that any of this even happened, as he's completely forbidden from going on the internet.
Farhan is completely and utterly never allowed on the internet. Ali blocks him from every incoming anything. He's not allowed to have a phone with the internet on it.
And therefore the parents simply tell Farhan that the biological dad is crazy.
Damn. Thank you for SunnyV2 for that short bit. I'll link the original video in the description. Anyways, that is what I am worried about. Theme Park Worldwide becoming a shitty AI content farm. Well, not at least AI, as in basically exploiting their kids for money. And I only mention royalty families because that's what they most likely will become in the near future if, like, this whole prediction is true. I'm not taking any chances with this, but basically that's what I think. I know it might sound odd to hear your favourite YouTuber get absolutely destroyed by another one of your favourite YouTubers, or heck, might be your first video, or maybe you're not a fan of them. But basically, that's what I believe. I believe that Theme Park Worldwide might be turning into a content farm if they don't get their acts together. Because having a child is no easy task. Like, they think it's an easy task. I know they've said there's some tough times ahead. Like, there's like a load of tough times ahead. I don't think they are prepared. They'll be absolutely slapped in the face. Like, what are you going to do for school-wise with the child? Like, where are you going to send him to school? Are you just going to homeschool him? Like, they've said they will take him around all these places for that. But that's kind of issue. School is not one giant field trip or, like, school trip. If you're in the UK like me, it's not one giant school trip, It's about learning in, like, class. Like, there's reason, like, social skills and all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't think they're just prepared for it. I think I'm gonna need to wait a bit more for it until, like, they're a lot more, like, developed and easier enough. Or they could just take, I don't know, lessons to how to be good parents before the child is born. Like, I don't know. But whatever it comes out, I'm sure it will be good for them. But all I can say is that hopefully they don't become a content farm. Because if so, then that's done. Their reputation is done. It's over. You can forget any, like, good subscribers. You're practically lost any subscribers. You don't even have, like, any new ones. You'll be even lucky if you even reach, like, 1 million views. Or it could be a success, a great success. Now that brings me to the end of my video. I hope you all enjoyed my presentation of how Theme Park Worldwide might become a content farm in the near future if they don't get their act together. Well, I'm not saying this will happen, because basically it won't. Like, oh, yeah, it's just not going to happen anytime completely, like, at least in the first month. So, otherwise, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation, and I hope you've enjoyed my video today. So, without further ado, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.